Namaskar. Welcome to Ancient Wisdom. Today's question is, which of the following lawyers you would prefer to defend yourself if you were to go to court? First name is Kashinath Tryambak Telang. Second is Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Third is Mahatma Gandhi or Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and fourth is Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So who would you prefer to defend yourself so that your chances of winning become maximized? Very interesting. And here you will see that a question is not as simple as it seems, nor is the answer simple. The answer is quite complicated, and as we go along, we will see why it has to be complicated. So the first name, Kashinath Tryambak Telang, we first need to know the lawyer, his antecedents, his expertise, and then we have to match it with our requirements. Kashinath Tryambak Telang was the brilliant mind of the 19th century. One of the top geniuses and interpreters of Hindu law. He was a Sanskrit Pandit, so he need not have to refer to any interpretations or translations. He was a Hindu, so he had basic grounding in the law. So he could understand the basics, the background, as well as the foreground. And one of the best exponents of Hindu law, so good that at the age of 42, he was offered the post of the judge in Mumbai High Court, or that time Bombay High Court. He was the youngest judge as of that time. He died very early. But coming back to the point, his commentaries, his judgments and his notes are still studied for preciseness, knowledge and understanding. But would Kashinath Tryambak Telang suit you? Is your case connected with Hindu law, land law or allied matters? If not, he is not the one for you. Next we come to Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, a great orator, a great mathematician, a lawyer because of his brilliance in understanding not only the law as well as Sanskrit, as well as the people and the people's mandate. He was called Tela Tambolyanche Pudari because he could understand the common person so well. So one who can understand people so well, why will he not understand law very well? But Bal Gangadhar Tilak would never be your choice if you were to win a case in the sessions court. Not because of knowledge, not because of study, not because of lack of time. But the problem was the judges of that time. The sessions court judges were so much overawed by the name of Sri Bal Gangadhar Tilak and his association with the freedom struggle that come what may, they would always interpret or reinterpret the law so that they don't allow Lokmanya Tilak to win. His successes in sessions court have been very few and far between. So almost a guarantee that if you go with Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak as your advocate, sessions court, you are almost guaranteed to lose. High court, a different story. Almost every case, be it the Chirol case, be it the Taibai case, or be it any other case that Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak has won, he has won in the High Court. and his arguments and his notes are still referred. So precise, so mathematical, and so scientific. Then we come to Mahatma Gandhi or Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, though I very much doubt whether he ever practiced in India. But if he were to practice, would he take your case? Yes, that was an interesting thing, because Mahatma Gandhi was a very good note taker. He could draft excellent notes and excellent arguments. But in his initial period in South Africa, he was not able to talk. He was not a confident speaker. In fact, almost for 20 years, 20 to 23 years, he was at the bottom of the pyramid so far as his law practice was concerned. But when did he start earning money? He realized that there was another talent in him, and that was alternate dispute resolution. Whenever somebody would come to him with a case, he would study the case and then he would ask the client to bring the opposite party to him. He would make both of them sit and then he would discuss the case with them in such a way that they would come to an out-of-court settlement. And slowly he became expert in this. Today, when the courts are overwhelmed with number of cases, alternate dispute resolution has become a system to stay and system to go to. Sometimes as many as 10,000 cases are resolved in one single day. So, if you want to resolve a case with alternate dispute resolution, this is the person you would go to. And lastly, we would come to Muhammad Ali Jinnah, a lawyer who hardly ever failed in court. But would you afford his fees? In those days, in 1930s and 1940s, Jinnah would charge a whooping 50,000 rupees, which will be much more than any lawyers, including Ram Jethmalani's fees of today. So think about it. What is interesting about today's episode is that this is the way to study sociology, history and law. This is the ancient wisdom way, which makes each of these subjects, which individually are very boring, very interesting. And not only that, we are able to connect the systems, subjects and the knowledge together in an integrated way. That is the way to go, and that is the way of ancient wisdom. Namaskar.